can you conclude that the average production has increased? So you have to ask yourself, is this phrase asking me something that is of a difference or of non-difference? Survey says a difference. So is the difference then going to be associated with the null hypothesis or the alternative hypothesis? The alternative hypothesis. Very good. So I can come down here and I can say that the alternative hypothesis, well, can you conclude that the average production has increased? Well, has it increased from what? Well, the average production of peanuts in Virginia is 3,000 pounds per acre. So our alternative then is going to be mu has increased is greater than 3,000. So our null hypothesis is going to be mu equals 3,000. Now notice that I have this stated null first, alternative second. That's the way you will state them. Need I say, if you don't state them this way, it's not going to be accepted. Now, when you state them, you don't have to write them null first and alternative second. You can write the alternative first, but when you go to present, this is the way we're going to present this stuff. Null first, alternative second. And we always state both of them. So going to our next example here, again, I just want to set up the null and the alternative hypothesis. So again, I'm just going to jump down to this last sentence. Do the data indicate that the mean remission time using the drug 6-MP is different from 12.5 weeks? So the question you have to ask yourself, is this a sentence of difference or non-difference? Difference. So is this the alternative or the null hypothesis? The alternative. So the alternative, well, we're just wondering if there's a difference. So notice there's no direction associated with this. So if I'm just looking to see if there's a difference, then I'm just going to state mu is not equal to 12.5. So that means that the null has to be mu equals 12.5. And for our third example, a report in the USA Today stated that the average age of the commercial jets in the United States is 14 years. So this guy wants to perform a hypothesis test, and he wants to know in his fleet is less than the national average. So again, you have to ask yourself, is this sentence asking for a difference or a non-difference? The difference. So this is going to be associated with which hypothesis? The alternative. So the alternative is going to be mu is less than 14 because that's what the national average is 14. I'm sorry, the alternative, H sub A, and the null is going to be mu equals 14.